Hi, everybody. Welcome to English Digest. I'm Tom.
Hi, I'm Stephanie.
It's the second day of our TOEIC unit. And remember last time we had an interview with Eleanor Young, who manages a hotel in Macau. Of course, this is fictitious. It's not real. But we use this as a way to introduce the concept of the virtual concierge. You know, if you travel and stay in a nice hotel, there'll be a person there, a man or a woman, dressed nicely, and they'll help you make arrangements for restaurants or tourist attractions, transportation, and stuff like that. But I guess nowadays the concierge is being substituted by those touch screens. You can just step into the lobby and get all that information and make all those arrangements on the computer and not actually talk to somebody.
Or maybe the hotel app. That's part of the concierge service too.
Right, their app too. You'd probably have to download that and put it in your phone. But today we're actually talking about resorts on the Ruby Coast.
In New Zealand.
Right, and of course lots of people from Taiwan travel to New Zealand all the time. It's a beautiful country. I think New Zealand's strong point is it's a great place to go if you enjoy the great outdoors. Yeah, they've got ocean coast there. Maybe you can head to the beach there. And we've got a resort there called the Ruby Coast Resort. And this is kind of like a DM for their hotel, just a way to promote themselves and to also talk about...
Wait. What is DM? You better
I actually don't really know what DM stands for.
Direct marketing.
Direct marketing. Okay, so it's some kind of a flyer or something you could read on their website or something?
It used to be mail that would be, sent through the mail service. It wasn't email, but nowadays it's... junk mail that you get. Those are that's how we do DM now, direct marketing. It could be a flyer if someone's on the street.
Could be. Indeed,
they could give you a flyer. But yeah, when it first started out, it was just sending real mail to people in houses. You had their address and you were trying to get them interested in something or purchasing something.
Right, so this is some kind of promotional material for this resort on the Ruby Coast. And of course, they're going to be talking about their virtual concierge and why you as a guest might enjoy the services of this virtual concierge. So let's get to it, everybody. Let's read the entire contents of our article for today, and then we'll come back to discuss it. Here at Ruby Coast Resort, our aim is to make your stay as carefree and easy as possible. That's why we've recently introduced our virtual concierge, available in all of our suites. Using the voice recognition technology of Alexa and the Ruby Coast Hotel app, this service allows you to instantly access many of our amenities from the comfort of your room. Just as a traditional concierge might, the digital concierge gives a range of recommendations on what you can find in the area. Whether you're looking for great places to eat, shopping deals, seasonal events, or even local history, this service puts it all at your fingertips, literally. At your request, the virtual concierge can send data to your smartphone via the hotel app. It can even show you the best routes to your destinations or call for transportation services to get you there faster. When you're ready to relax and enjoy some in-house comforts, the virtual concierge can help with that too. Directly control the room temperature, TV, and lighting in your room with a voice command, and order room service from our restaurant and bar without having to call the front desk. On top of that, you can find any information you need about parking, checkout times, safety, or internet access. We hope that this new service technology can make your time at Ruby Coast even more pleasant. Enjoy your stay!
Okay, guys, we're talking about a resort that's called Ruby Coast. Ruby Coast Resort. Sounds like it's near the ocean because it's by the coast. And a resort is even cooler than just maybe a five-star hotel. A resort usually offers outdoor activities. It might have a golf course or outdoor swimming pool, maybe some hiking that you can do around the area. Resorts are set up so that the guests there don't even have to go anywhere else. So it can be fun. What they're doing here is they're merging concierge convenience, and comfort. Here's some CCC. Yeah, concierge, you know what that means. To merge things together, it means to combine or put two things or even more than two things together. You'll often see a sign if you're driving in the United States. It'll say merge or traffic merging, which means you need to look and try to move into a single line and take turns, There are a lot of roads like that here in Taiwan. I live in an area where they have the Renai Lu. It's the round circle,
right.
And you have to merge with other cars. If you don't, you could hit someone and get in an accident. That's merging. Combining two things into one.
It's nice, of course, that people take turns, but
yeah.
a lot of times they don't.
It's true.
You kind of have to be aggressive to get in there, otherwise people won't let you in. But that's another subject. That's talking about traffic. We're merging different aspects or different concepts of a hotel stay here, a concierge and convenience and comfort. Of course, the concierge, we've talked about that person before. And the convenience, of course, is something you want if you're on holiday, on vacation. You don't want a hassle, okay? You don't want things to go badly. You want things to go smoothly. You want things to be convenient. And you want comfort as well. You don't want to feel pain and stuff like that. So this promo here begins by saying, here at Ruby Coast Resort, our aim is to make your stay as carefree and easy as possible. Yes, this is New Zealand, I'm guessing. So, of course, people go to New Zealand for fun, to relax. It costs a lot of money to fly there.
Yes.
So, of course, you're going to want to hang out and be cut loose or whatever and just
get your money's worth.
Indeed. So you want to be carefree, which means to not have any problems, any cares or concerns. You want to relax and not have hassles.
Yeah.
And your stay should be easy as well. All the things should be taken care of. You shouldn't have to lug your luggage all over the hotel lobby. You should be able to get meals pretty easily and have transportation to all the local attractions and stuff like that. And the information here goes on to say, that's why we've recently introduced our virtual concierge available in all of our suites. So we did talk about the virtual concierge. Basically, it's those screens in the lobby, but I guess you could have this service in the rooms as well.
Oh, sure, yeah. So a suite is not just a hotel room with a bed and maybe a bathroom. A suite usually has additional rooms. Maybe there are a couple of bedrooms that are connected together. For example, a family might want to rent a suite. Ruby Coast Resort is probably more expensive. Sounds like all of their rooms are suites. So maybe they even have a small kitchen where you can cook some stuff. I kind of like having a little bit of a kitchen in a hotel room if I'm with my family, because then, sometimes we can stay and eat a late breakfast if we just pick some stuff up that we can cook. It's up to you what you like on vacation. So you're going to be using the voice recognition technology of Alexa, which is a piece of equipment that Amazon makes. And you're also going to have the hotel or the Ruby Coast hotel app. They work together. And this service allows you to instantly access or you're instantly connected to many of the hotel's amenities from the comfort of your room. Now, when you're talking about recognition, it means you recognize something. You've probably met something or met someone before and you recognize them the second time you bump into them. Or maybe you're learning Chinese characters and you're starting to recognize what more and more of those characters mean. It means you've studied them, you're in the process of learning how to identify those things. Voice recognition means that this piece of equipment, it's a device, Alexa. So that's voice recognition, which means that technology can understand what you're trying to say to that device, whatever it is. Alexa is pretty popular these days.
Yeah, people like that. I think that's cool. It's a fun toy to play with, but I'm not interested in that. I don't want something with a microphone in my living room hearing everything I can say and stuff like that.
Be aware that Amazon is recording all of the conversations in your house. And
even if they aren't, they certainly can if they wanted to.
They are doing it, yeah.
Okay, so this, of course, is part of voice recognition technology. I think Alexa is not the only one. There are other ones out there. Recognition, of course, is the noun form of the verb to recognize, which means to be able to tell who someone is. Hey, I don't recognize your voice. Who are you?
Or
Sorry.
What something is, yeah.
Exactly, okay. So, of course, you can use this voice recognition technology at the Ruby Coast Hotel using their app. You call it APP here, I guess for clarity, but everywhere else in the world we say app, application.
You need to learn how to say app, guys.
But in any case, this particular service here allows you to instantly access many of our amenities, which are our special services here, the gym, the swimming pool, stuff like that, room service or whatever.
Yeah.
You can access those things from the comfort of your room. You don't have to leave your room. You can stay right there on the bed there with the remote, watching TV, and everything will be taken care of for you.
I love room service. I'm just going to confess. So moving on to the next paragraph, just as a traditional concierge might, that's a real person, guys, the digital concierge gives a range of recommendations on what you can find in the area. So it's really just like going on your phone, right, and using TripAdvisor or one of those different websites that give you recommendations. I use TripAdvisor quite often. I like to read reviews of hotels before I book, things like that. Digital means connected to a computer. So this concierge is digital, which means it's a computerized program. It could be a device you're using or those touch screens that are found on the walls of some hotels. I see a lot of those recently, actually. Or it could be even the app on your phone. So whether you're looking for great places to eat, you gotta find good food. Shopping deals. Don't look for really good prices. You're always going to pay more if you're a tourist. And seasonal events. Sometimes there are festivals that happen during the fall or winter or even summer. Those are great times to go because you're probably going to have a lot of fun things that you can go and see and do. Or maybe you like local history. You want to go see as many museums as possible. This service, or digital concierge, that's what they're talking about, puts it all at your fingertips, literally. You know, it's just at your fingertips, which means it's convenient. But here, when we add that one word, literally, you're really going to use your fingers to get that information.
By tapping on those touch screens, and at your request, the virtual concierge can send data to your smartphone via the hotel app. It can even show you the best routes to your destinations or call for transportation services to get you there faster. So at your request here is a noun. When you make that request, when you ask for something, then the virtual concierge will react, and the concierge will send you information. It will send it to your smartphone by using that hotel app, and it can also show you the best way to get to your destination, which is where you're going to. What is your destination today? If you're flying, of course, every time I fly back to the USA to visit my parents, they'll ask me, what is your final destination? And I always have to say, well, Des Moines. I'm going to Des Moines, and that's, where I'm flying to see my parents here. But yes, indeed, your destination in this particular case would be where you're going. Oh, I'm going to Taroko Gorge, or I want to go to that big farm in Hualien County, or I want to go to the Rose Stone Museum. Those are your destinations.
Cool. Yeah, so if you pick those destinations out, of course, the next thing would be, how do I get there, right? And you can use Google Maps, if you're abroad, but I'm sure that the hotel app has more convenient ways to find those best routes. The way you travel from one destination to another. What route are you taking? So, yeah, and then you need to call for transportation services to get you there faster. So when you're ready to relax and enjoy time with some in-house comforts, in-house means those comforts that you find in your hotel. The virtual concierge can help with that too. For example, a lot of times those hotel apps will be something that you use to actually control the AC or the air conditioning in your room, that room temperature. It's actually hooked in to the hotel app. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of like having a remote to your hotel room on your smartphone that's available through that hotel app. You can turn the TV off and on through the app, and you can change the lighting from really bright to, less bright, depending on, what time of the day it is. Maybe you're trying to go to sleep and you want to have lights that aren't so bright in your room. You can also use that hotel app on many of them to, instead of picking up the phone and calling for food that you want to have delivered, you can just use that app. You don't have to talk to anyone. Sometimes that's good if it's in a different language, or maybe it's hard to understand. The hotel staff's their English. Maybe the hotel staff in their English. Anyway, you can do all of this with your fingers. You're using that hotel app, and that's how you're taking care of your hotel room comforts.
Right. Some people might like that. Personally, I like talking face-to-face with people, but admittedly, maybe this might be more efficient, more accurate, I guess you could say. Sometimes people make mistakes. If you go through the computer application, they might not screw up your order. So on top of that, you can find any information you need about parking, checkout time, safety, or internet access, or anything else you can think of. So on top of just means in addition. Also, there are various ways to express these things when you're talking about different things in a series. First off, you can do this. Next, on top of that, in addition to that, etc.
Yeah, last but not least, so we hope that this new service technology can make your time at Ruby Coast even more pleasant. Enjoy your stay. So it sounds like this is the way they introduce their digital or virtual concierge service at this particular Ruby Coast resort. Now, guys, we're going to listen to our Chinese teacher, and then we'll be back to take a look at a couple of these discussion questions, see what we can come up with.
Hello everyone, my name is Tina. 今天我们要继续来看看哪些 virtual concierge 这种虚拟的礼宾服务具体的体现。首先在第一段的最后一句提到 Using the voice recognition technology of Alexa and the Ruby Coast Hotel app, this service allows you to instantly access many of our amenities from the comfort of your room. 在这里提到使用的是语音辨识技术，英文称之为 the voice recognition technology. Recognition 是有识别、认识的意思。那么我一下子就认出了那张面孔了，我就可以说 My recognition of the face was immediate. 所以在这里提到的 the voice recognition technology 有什么呢？ Alexa 它是 Amazon 的一种呢音箱，智慧音箱，还有在这个 Ruby Coast Hotel 也有它的应用程式。用这样子的服务呢，那么它可以帮助你allow somebody to do something 可以让你允许你呢可以很快速的就能够呢接触到许多饭店设施跟相关服务的资讯。接着我们来看到在第二段提到 Just as a traditional concierge might, the digital concierge gives a range of recommendations on what you can find in the area.就如同传统的礼宾员可以做到，这种数位的礼宾员呢，也可以帮你介绍附近能够找到的各式各样值得推荐的事物。数位的我们就称之为 digital。我们常常看到有些人戴的是 a digital watch， 指的呢，它是一种用数字呈现的手表。继续再往下看，那么呢有很多很棒的用途，那么你只要提出你的要求，那么这虚拟的礼宾员呢就可以很快速的把许多的资讯寄送到你的智慧型手机。在第二段后面的句子提到 At your request, the virtual concierge can send data to your smartphone via the hotel app. 在这里的 via 也就是有借由、透过什么的意思。Request 是一个常考的字词，在这里用来当作是名词，解释成为要求跟请求的意思。如果你想要求什么东西，你可以用 for 加上名词，要求某人去做某件事，你可以用 to 加原形动词，或用 that 来加子句。举例来说，这个王先生呢要求我要帮助他，你就可以说 Mr. Wang made a request that I should help him。Request 也常常用来当作动词使用，所以呢，要求某人去做某事，一样是后面加不定词。我要求他10点以前要到办公室。I requested him to come to the office before 10。继续，我们再来看到第3段的部分，它有提供许多的 in-house comforts， 也就是房内的舒适的设施。在后面提到你可以直接用声音来控制发出你的指令。第3段的第2句提到 directly control the room temperature, TV and lighting in your room with a voice command and order room service from our restaurant and bar without having to call the front desk。在这里呢，有2个可以叫你直接这么做的。首先呢，就是用声控直接来控制房内的 temperature 温度、电视以及灯光 lighting。With a voice command， 在这里指的呢，就是你的声音可以当作是一个命令，我们就可以称之为声控 a voice command。Command 也常常考试，在这里指的是一种控制权或指挥的意思。He has 100 men under his command， 指的呢，就是他指挥了100个人。Command 还有一个常考的意思，解释成为掌握或者是运用的能力。如果我们说他的英语的口语能力很好，你就可以说 She has a good command of spoken English。而后面提到，除了用声控之外呢，你还可以 order room service。那么呢，从这个餐厅跟酒吧呢，来指定客房服务 without having to call the front desk， 而不需要打电话到柜台，就可以完成这么多事情。On top of that， 那么我们常说 on top of something， 也就是除了什么什么之外还有什么。On top of that, you can find any information you need about parking, checkout times, safety, or internet access。除此之外，还任何关于停车、退房时间、安全系统，或者是 internet access 网络的使用权限，你都可以找到你所想要的资讯。OK， 以上就是今天的课文讲解，谢谢收听。
We're going to take a quick break. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Okay, let's continue with our lesson, everybody, with our discussion questions. You can ask these questions amongst yourselves with your classmates and try to come up with some answers here. And we'll have an example conversation for you right now. So our first question is, what other ways do you think technology could improve people's vacation experiences?
Well, something that I've been seeing lately, as I've been watching YouTube videos, is a commercial for some sort of app that translates what question you have. So, say I'm in Japan. My Japanese is non-existent, which means I don't speak Japanese. And their English isn't good in Japan. Well, this little app, I could speak my English question into the app, and then it translates, a voice comes out of the app that translates it into Japanese. And I've thought, I'd like to have that. I know when they first started this, those translator apps weren't very good, but I think they keep making improvements like other types of technology. It keeps getting better and better. I would like that. So if I go to a country and I don't have friends with me who speak that language, I would love to have that available, and then I don't feel so lost.
Yeah, I think I saw someone post something like that on Facebook or something. People in Japan, they would talk into this device and then it would translate
You need it in Japan.
Yeah, I understand their English is not so great there.
It's terrible, yeah.
So you might need something like that. A personal translator. I think I've seen those for sale here in Taiwan.
Yeah, a lot of people here in Taiwan speak Japanese. Good for them.
Indeed, it is a country that's close by. And, of course, Japan was here for 50 years.
True.
From 1895 to 1945.
What kind of technology do you think would make vacations better for people?
Well, I can't think of any specific technology, but, I've traveled to a lot of developing countries, and I'm not going to name names here, but in any case, sometimes when you go to those places, people will hassle you. They'll come up to you and they'll try to sell you stuff you don't want, or they'll try to be your tour guide and you say no and they don't take no for an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know how technology could solve that sort of problem. If you could make these arrangements ahead of time, like if you want to go tour some tour spot or something and not have these people coming up to you and bothering you, those kinds of things can ruin your vacation. Yes, I know that these countries have poor people who are trying to feed their families and stuff, but I just don't want that hassle, I want to enjoy my vacation.
I can recommend some technology. It's a website called Viator, Viator.com.
Okay.
And they have tours listed for any country or city that you can think of. And that's how I got some of my tour guides paid for and scheduled before I went to Paris this last time.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
When I first went to China many years ago, of course, I made that arrangement through the hotel we were staying at. Most hotels have people who will do that. Or the resort I stayed at. Yeah, the concierge. I stayed at a family resort in Bali once, run by a family, and I just said, hey, do you have anybody that can just show us the sites? We don't want to go arrange the buses, like, one of your brothers or something. And Wayan, which means dog in their language there. He took us all over the place in a nice, comfortable, air-conditioned van.
Nice. That's great. Yeah, if you can do it direct, though, like Tom just explained, if you can do it direct, for example, I could go to a website. It's a little cheaper than asking for the concierge, his recommendations or her recommendations.
Okay, here's our other question.
Yeah.
What do you think a virtual concierge could do that a human one couldn't, and vice versa?
Well, I don't know. Right now, I think a real person could do everything a digital concierge or a virtual concierge could do.
Well, they could have temper tantrums or be rude, so I guess that would be an advantage to having the virtual one.
Yeah, I guess they never lose their temper, but sometimes they don't quite understand what you want.
True. There is communication breakdowns both ways. But again, all of you can discuss this on your own, and we hope that you can have a conversation just as interesting as the one that we have just had. Okay, that brings us to the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for joining us, and please join us again next time. From all of us here at English Digest, I'm Tom.
I'm Stephanie.
Goodbye.
Bye.